Let's play some Planet Crafter. Panic Crafter. Okay, oh gosh. Okay, good. My car is over there and it's actually fairly visible, so we don't need to worry about that. So we are in this mess of a location, which is both good and bad. It's got a lot of things, like more aluminum that I'm going to need, and, you know, stuff like magnesium. I should probably look for any boxes or special resources rather than just grabbing aluminum, since I have enough aluminum if I can. Here in grayscale. Yeah, this whole area is just grayscaled. We do have that cave down there if we want to go to it. But I think I'm going to leave that for a return trip. And see what else I can find around here. It's freaking dark. Do I have my flashlight on or off? Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else? I should probably build the mapping table now I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to keep an eye out for anything that looks like zeolite or pulsar quartz. Because both of those are things that I think I need in larger quantities. Maybe. Crap. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Waiting for my package to let me boot up the PS3 I bought. Ooh. I always wanted a PS3. But it was too expensive when it came out because I was still in high school. And then by the time I could afford it, the PS4 came out. And I bought a PS4 instead. Mainly, I think the main reason why I'd even want a PS3 is there's just a bunch of PS3 exclusives that have never gotten ported up. And it's like, ah. But I also don't want another console in my house, if I can avoid it, because I have too many consoles. Because I've got Switch, got the Wii U, N64, GameCube, Wii. I think I have every single Nintendo platform from N64 onwards. Except for the Switch 2. I haven't actually gotten a Switch 2 yet. That will be later. Shell really wants me to wait until they come out with a special edition. And so I guess that's going to be when I pick up a Switch 2. Because we've never actually got... Well, no. We have exactly one special edition console. We got the Wii U Wind Waker bundle when that was out. And that was lovely. I actually really liked that thing. It's very gorgeous. Shame about the Wii U, but hey. But yeah, we've been holding off on the Switch 2 because none of the games coming out on the Switch 2 are like, I need this. I want Metroid 4. I want Metroid 4, I really want Air Raiders. And like, I've heard good things about ZA. I've also heard a lot of people being like, on it. But at least at me, all of the complaints for ZA are complaints that I've had for every other Pokemon game, so it kind of feels weird to turn up my nose at ZA specifically. Just because of them. But yeah, if you still get used to your Switch 1, not worth it yet. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I actually haven't been using my Switch 1 that much recently. I've been working on other things. Namely, I mean, big one is board games. I've just been grinding out board games left and right. Off camera, grinding. The cave entrance. Oh, I forgot. I really super boosted this thing's movement speed. There's like a hell pit down there, but I don't think that's... Yeah, here it is. Fortunately, this thing is a bit tricky to navigate with all of that fog. F4 unstuck. Uh-oh. Star Wars Outlaws runs like a dream. That's good to know. I think I would like to get Shell to play that one. I keep trying to convince her to play more video games so I can just watch. Because I really enjoy watching Let's Plays. I really enjoy watching series, but... I also want her to like playing video games again. The whole, you know, AI being jammed into like every AAA game has made her suspicious and slightly angsty, which I can't really blame her for. And so I want to put together like a somewhat sanitized list of games that she'd be interested in. Potentially playing through on her own while I can watch, including like Star Wars Outlaws. I'd love it if I could get her to play, like, the... It's not X-Wing, it's... Whatever the, Was it Rogue Squadron was the most recent one? Or I forget. Let's see. I really cannot wait until we get the text so I can auto-sort these things. Is it just Squadrons? Okay. Yeah, the one with VR support. I'd love to see her try and play that one, because I used to play Rogue... I think it was just Rogue Squadron when I was a kid. And I enjoyed that one immensely. Okay. At some point I'll probably have to move these. But that'll be later. Okay, super alloy. Something had popped up, but it is since gone. I guess I'll just put the osmium in here. I don't know. Figuring out what goes where in this is kind of a nightmare. Yeah, we're full up on seeds. Yeah, Squadrons is really cheap in sales, like $2 to $5. I think we own it on the boat. On the 2 platforms that I'd want to see her play it on. Namely, I've got it on PC, and I think we've got it on PlayStation. I could be wrong. Oops, not those. Yeah, where did I put all of my pulsar quartz? Over here? Ah. I'll just have the pulsar quartz, the osmium, and maybe the extra zeolite out here. We should probably just move the zeolite out here. There we go. If they added force feedback with the DualSense 5, that would be amazing. That's kind of why I was hoping to get her to play it on PlayStation. Because I feel like the triggers would actually be extremely good. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Now the one question is, do I want to extend this? The problem is right now we don't have the best storage in here. I don't know how much storage I'm going to need up here. We did get mushroom seeds, so I should utilize that. Because we should make another food grower. When I get the chance. Aluminum. I don't know why I'm saying that. I had a friend who would say that. I think that's what it was. That it must have been when everybody in my high school got really, like in my nerd circles in high school, got really into Doctor Who, and people started realizing that British people pronounce things differently from Americans. Like, not just, like, with the accent, but there are, like, actual phonetic changes. And so, I think aluminium was, like, the big one that everybody noticed, and so it became a weird meme to say it. Okay, so we want to make a food grower. Let's go grab as much water as I can. Such an American thing to realize. I don't think it's necessarily an American thing, so much as just, like... so much media in the world is created. Okay, so it's an American thing, but I wouldn't say it's specifically because this is just stereotypically American, so much as just the way American culture was pervasive for X number of years, made it almost inevitable. That... At least for us, almost all of our media diets were almost exclusively American. You had some Canadian shows, but they were relatively few and far between. Unless you were watching, like, children's animations. And even then, I don't know the distribution of who did the voice acting in all of those. Like, Transformers Beast Wars was a Canadian show, but I could not tell you if any of the characters had overt Canadian accents. I certainly don't remember any of them having overt Canadian accents. 3%, fine. You can grab the rest of this. And so, like, Yeah, depending on where you live and what kind of media diet you have, there's a very real possibility you might not hear a whole lot of, like, alternate pronunciations. Oh, US wanted to standardize the spelling of metals, so aluminum was renamed. Then everyone except the US used the new word, but the US pronunciation... So the US pronunciation is correct for a word that's no longer in use. That's very funny. They just picked people off the streets in Toronto, which has the most Americanized accent, so it's kind of not noticeable. Ah, that'd explain it. Okay. What were we working on last time? Ooh, nuclear fusion generator is still a fair ways away. Oh, we got the T4 drills. Flowers and flower spreaders. So I think we start with the T4 drills. What do I need for these suckers? Oh, well, that's going to solve some of my problems. And create more. Let's just grab all of my super alloy. This is going to be something I have to condense... Oh. Find and insert fuses into this to boost the performance of nearby machines. Yo! I didn't realize I'd unlocked that. Okay. Let's see. I still feel like this would be slightly more compelling if there were, like, specific locations that made those that much more effective. Okay, I'm gonna need more super alloy. Oh, we might be able to make a couple. If, you know, I have enough inventory space to do so. Let's move these over for the time being. I should probably also get rid of the bottles of water that I don't need. Okay. We might be getting low on silicon. It'll be fine. Okay, then if I come back here, 1, 2, 3. Grab the remaining, perfect. We can get one more pressure thing. Hopefully this doesn't nuke my power output. Nope, looks like we're good. How's pressure looking? Much better. Because, yeah, the T2 ore extractor and then the T3 ore extractors are going to be lovely. I think the main thing is, we're probably going to want to go back to exploring more than anything else. A water filter is going to be lovely. Insects auto crafter, here we go. 2.5 GTI automatically crafts the chosen recipe from ingredients found within a certain range. Yeah, this is the one I really want. But I guess we're a little ways off on that one. Ooh, some of the other ones are going to be good too. Okay, let's eject resources. My brain was like, hey, let's say that wrong. There's definitely another word you can use instead of eject. I hate intrusive thoughts. I get them so bad when I'm, like, doing commentary. Or my brain is just randomly like, hey, you know what would be really funny is if you just, like, completely messed up and said the wrong word. And I just... if I ever seem, like, distracted or fumbly, it's almost always because my dumb brain is just like, let's misspeak on purpose. It would be so funny. Let's see, how many rockets do I have up and about? Technically 0, considering I crashed almost all of them into the ground. However, see, is there... Okay, open debris. I knew there's stuff I could loot out of that. You might wanna... Oh, no. I mean, this is fine, but if this fills up, there's a, there's stuff down here that I need. Uh-oh. Okay, let's grab enough that I can build, like, an oxygen pocket. when I need it. Redoing rocket blobs again. I've only been doing rocket blobs. Now that I've been shown the light on how they work, I am going to have trouble not doing rocket blobs, frankly. Maybe this isn't going to fill up all the way. I don't know if this is going to be a giant lake. Problem is, I'm not finding much for titanium. There's some. We actually do have a swimming animation. Okay, let's put a little oxygen pocket up over near this thing. Isn't there a titanium mine? Maybe? Okay, living apartment door. Grab this. And let's dump off all of these resources that we do not need. So there is a point of interest in the backside of one of these here. And it might be underwater, which is a little tricky. All I know is there's like a ladder into the ground back here. There it is. What is that? Oxygen multiplier fuse. Okay, that's a new thing. I think this is a really clever zone. Using these storage crates to kind of hide the rest of that little area. It's super obvious. Ooh, I don't think I've been in that yet. I think we're going to do a lot of exploration today just to grab some things. I need to park the rover by the door. Now that I know where it is, I'll grab the rover. It's just kind of a small nightmare driving through this area. For what should be somewhat obvious reasons. Frankly, instead of a rover, I wish they'd given us like a hovercraft. But on the flip side, watching the rover just kind of rove is funny. There we go. PNG tuber is covering the health bar. Oh, right. I have it on this side because of Moonlighter. Give me a second. Thank you for the reminder. I'm so glad people have largely just come to accept that I use PNG tuber models now. Years ago when I had even, like, mentioned it, I got a ton of people being like, no, never! And like, put me off on the idea. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I need to change the pace. I'm gonna be a PNG tuber. And it's nice. Okay. I'll do whatever it takes to quit this planet. I had to dig deep to find the resources needed to build a launch platform. The storms have been less frequent lately. Need to find a big meteor crater and build a platform at the bottom of it to be protected from the winds. The magnetic fields on this planet are completely crazy. It's the first time in my life I've seen anything like this. Once again, I'll leave this shelter and hopefully, I'll be able to make it. I don't think there's anything else in here. Hey, easier to make the other models too. Oh yeah. Yeah, at least on my end, like, I draw a thumbnail for a YouTube series, and when drawing it, I'm making sure to, like, have the head and the arms and the body on separate layers, so that when I'm, you know, done with the thumbnail, if I really like it, I can just turn it into a PNG tuber in, like, an hour or two. It is so nice. Adds a uniqueness that no one else has. Yeah. That's kind of where I was at with it, is just like, this is a more me thing. And I mean, I've talked about this before in the past in other videos, but for, like, I keep finding people using my footage for reviews, for gaming advertisements, for whatever. And it was always slightly frustrating because it's just like, you didn't ask for permission to even use that. I don't know you. I don't want to be associated with you. So I'd like, a semi-popular YouTuber that's been angling more towards, like, alt-right rage bait over the last couple of years, and I was just like, hey man, You're using my footage. I didn't give you permission. Please don't. And I was legitimately a little worried that I put myself in the firing line, but on the flip side, it was just kind of like, ugh. And so that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back of like, no, I need like a really overt watermark that is going to look dog shit for somebody else. If they if they want to use my footage, it's going to look terrible. Oh no. Guess who forgot to refill on oxygen? Boy, they really don't give you much of a warning on that one. Oop, you know what? I'll get to the car after I get my oxygen. Ooh. Everyone, I threw myself into a station wagon model for Pacific Drive. Ooh. Yeah, I considered that. The main problem is it was just going to be too big. I should probably actually draw a specific PNG tuber for this one. Where I'm like, I don't know, in a spacesuit. Because yeah, especially if I'm going to be doing like a full series for that I will be putting up over on WonderVods. Yeah, it would make sense to actually have a custom PNG tuber for every one of them. I'm just so like enamored with playing this game. I haven't given myself the free time to do anything else. Kind of. Why would a bot need a spacesuit? I mean, I don't know. Currently, I've got like my weird fur-lined hoodie thing that I've got going on. I don't think I'd wear that to an alien planet that I'm terraforming. Like, I was raking leaves the other day, last weekend, and I had to stop myself from wearing my nice hoodie for that because it's like, oh wait, I don't want to get this dirty. Ask Warframe. That's it. I don't know if that's a deep cut exactly, but it is funny. Let's see. Okay, so this actually gets me the silicon I was looking for. Does not solve the problem of now I am, like, overwhelmed with resources. Yeah, we definitely need sorting drones. That is going to make much of my life that much easier. Have you tried Pacific Drive? Yep. So I haven't streamed it. I decided, oh, you know what? Let's send this back over. Let's sort this. Then let's pull things back in. So let's see. Yeah, I played the DLC, loved it so much that I was like, no, I need to do a series on this. And so this is before I'd started streaming officially again. And so I played through all of Pacific Drive off stream over the last couple of weeks. And so that's actually going up on WonderVods right now. Let's see. Can move these over too. Because we need sulfur up here. I got some things to make. But yeah, I adore Pacific Drive. That is a very good game. I think the only problem I'd bring up with it is mostly just that both of the endings I found exceedingly lackluster in a way that surprised me. Considering how good the rest of it was. But I also recognize that, like, you can only do so much when you're a small indie studio and don't have the budget for, like, insane amounts of stuff. Insert this fuse into an optimizer to boost the performance of nearby machines' oxygen. Oh, the optimizer. This thing. Machine optimizer. Well, can I make explosive powder? So I wonder what made you start streaming again. So I've been streaming on YouTube for a while. Oh, it's just sulfur and iridium. Well, that's easy. So I've been streaming on YouTube for a while. I'd stopped here because of health issues. Literally, seat bone pain. And so the problem with Twitch is you have to kind of stream consistently at set times, at set hours, every day, something like that. And the problem is just like that was physically harming me. I don't know if we have any iridium left in here, actually. That's a problem. I wonder if I threw an iridium rod in a shredder, if I would get the iridium back. Probably not. I think I might be out of luck. Damn. Yeah, trying to keep up consistency is rough, especially when you have a lot of other obligations. And that was kind of it for me, that YouTube has always been, like, the reason why I'm able to do this job, and so anything that got in the way of me recording YouTube videos had to be put by the wayside. Well, do I want to try and make a shredder? We aren't, like, super lucky. This isn't an iridium meteor shower, is it? Probably not. Yeah, it's not. I'll have to go find a different cave. Okay. So, was streaming on YouTube, enjoyed it, but they changed their algorithm and sunk YouTube streaming's, like, viability in a weird and confusing and frustrating way. And so I've been kind of keeping up with it for a while, because what I was hoping is that I could just stream on YouTube and people would just watch the VODs as if it was just a regular video. And let's see, can I put this here? Looks like it. Perfect. And people don't do that. I've actually gotten a lot of people say, like, yeah, I just won't watch the VODs for any reason whatsoever. Automatically destroys content when inventory is full. Yeah, we're not going to do that. How do I know it's working? I'm going to take this back. I don't want to destroy that. What is this somewhat complex thing that I can make? That I won't miss if it does get destroyed. Oh. Make one of those. Oh, so that just destroys whatever's in it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we're thinking of the recycling machine. The shredder destroys. So I need 2 deconstruction microchips and some super alloy. Okay, we're gonna have to make some super alloy. I've put myself in a tricky position. Kind of. Let's sidestep for a hot second. I think it's time we make this a bit bigger. Do we want to actually make this 4 wide? No, not really. Okay, maybe not. I think I'll just put the recycler kind of in here, because it's big. Do I have the T2 mining drill yet? I do not. We're getting close, but I think we just currently have the ore extractor. Unless you mean like the mining drill chip, at which point I actually have no idea. Okay, deconstruction. Need 2 of these. Okay. So I'm going to need silicon, magnesium, cobalt, and aluminum. There we go. So that'll give me the super alloy I need. So this should let me make the recycler now. Yeah, perfect. Oh, that's so much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Oh, I guess in that case, I'm just going to put it on the backside of this thing. Open recycling machine. That's awesome. Okay, so now that I've got that, I can then go get... I can show you the world. I can get sulfur. You know what, actually, let's grab a bunch of this. Let's just make a ton of explosive powder. I don't necessarily need it, but I also don't not need it. There's a lot of things that are going to require it, I'm sure. There we go, that solves some of my storage issues and other things. Okay, so now that I've done that, we were going to make... we're going to make the machine optimizer. So, 2 iron and a cobalt. Oh, it still needs a uranium rod. There we go. Okay, anyway, just to finish the wide streaming again on Twitch at least. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it here. And immediately wreck my power. It's fine. Because I should be able to make a couple of these. I'm going to need the super alloy. And then the aluminum. Okay. And then we'll want all of those rods. All of the water. And this should let me make a couple more. Perfect. Time for big... Oh. Did a meteor land there, or is that just me recycling sloppy? I think that was a meteor. Maybe. Hard to tell. 2 aluminum, though, usually implies that there is more. We will see. But yeah, so after YouTube wrecked kind of how streaming algorithms worked, or maybe just like I fell off the general recommended lists, I have no idea. Let's see, I just need one more super alloy. If I can grab any. There we go. Okay, I've got the aluminum I need. Put these away. Put a bunch of this away. Really sloppy. I should probably get a bigger backpack at some point. I think that's enough for the super alloy. Perfect. Make another T2 reactor. If we can. But yeah, so without YouTube streaming being kind of a viable replacement for doing classic Let's Play series, because that was my other limitation. Or limitation, other thing that I wanted to work on, is I miss doing Let's Play series. I have no water. It's okay, we have ice. I should be kind of sparing with this, and I should probably save up a little bit more. We will see. But yeah, I've been missing doing YouTube series, because YouTube series are a lot of fun. You know, the old full Let's Play. Start to finish, play a whole game thing. And so, been missing those, and honestly a little depressed because I haven't been able to play more of them. And oxygen multiplier times 500. Oh boy. That's really good. We should probably figure out how to make a T2 flower spreader at this point. Oh, goody. It requires more. More super alloy. I cannot wait until we can get the actual drills down for this mess. Move these over at the very least. Do a kick series. You shut your mouth. I'm never touching that platform. It is... I've never heard a single good thing about Kick. Apart from if you're trying to scam people, or something illegal, maybe. Okay. Oh, I do actually have some water up here if I needed it. Yeah, Kick is truly like a terrible place. And I have no interest in ever even opening that website for any reason. Okay. So if I really wanted to optimize this, what I could do is drag this thing over and get it so that it's also working off of the algae spreader. Because how much is this generating? 234 PPQs. Oh. No, the flower spreader is also doing oxygen. It's just not telling me how much. Oh, it only works for up to 5 machines, so you're aware. Oh. Well then, I think we're going to go over here. Oh, flower spreader also needs a seed in it. But the T2 algae spreader is like an absurd amount of oxygen. Comparatively. I sincerely hope that's functional. Okay, let's put this back in. There we go. And yeah, I'll have to go get a flower seed. And yeah, I should probably just grab all these surface resources. Not that we, like, overwhelmingly need any of them. Silicon, I guess, is useful. Okay, let's go get that flower seed. Let's see. But yeah, so missed doing a series, wanted to start doing them again, but it doesn't work all the time on YouTube. It does for, like, roguelikes and very specific other games, but, like, half the stuff I want to stream is kind of not great for YouTube. Case in point, Planet Crafter actually has never done well as a YouTube series for me, on at least the main channel, and so eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to make a Wander VODs channel, and I'm just going to actively hope that it can survive, regardless of how the algorithm feels about it. And, you know, just try and get people to pay attention to it with community posts and engagement, and, you know, only post finished series to it. I have a lot of cobalt. I think I'm going to start turning some of it into oxygen bottles, as that's actually going to be helpful for us in general anyway. Okay, so let's go find our best flower seed. It's not Shunga, that's for sure. Not Brelia. I swear I have some that are like up to 400. Tuska. But we might have some that are even better than Tuska. If I do, it's probably out here. That's Tuska. Nulna. Is it all just Nulna and Tuskas out here? I think whatever the super seed that I'm looking for, maybe it just doesn't exist. Or no, it does exist, I just haven't found it yet. Yeah, so case in point, I've never actually gotten Planet Crafter to do well as a series for me, even though I adore this game, it's one of my favorites. Oxygen, 6,000, yeah, 900%. I'm just gonna take a peeper at this thing. Yeah, 3,500. So it does mean I should come by and probably recycle the algae generators here. The T1s? Because we should probably upgrade them to T2s now. How much inventory space do I have? Enough to recycle these. Okay, so what do I need for a T2 spreader? We just need more fertilizer. I should also make sure to grab all the resources that I just dropped into the lake. See, how many hours do you have in this game so far? Looks intimidating. Exit to main menu. Can I see how many hours I have on this one? Really? I wish it would tell me. I've streamed 2-3 streams of this. This is somewhere around like 10 hours in. This is really relaxed. Like, I will tell you now, this is actually one of the chillest games I have ever played. there's almost no pressure, and if there's anything that is like even remotely close to bothersome, there are settings where you can just be like, yeah, I don't care about oxygen anymore. Just keep that off. Don't stress me out with it. And I love that for it. That was a T2, right? Yes. Okay. So there should be a pile of resources right here? No. Uh-oh. I mean, whatever I dropped from recycling that one probably wasn't that important. Be weird if it despawned this fast, but hey. Oh, here it is. Is this stuff. Yeah, you can make it very stressful if you want to. There's even like a hardcore mode if you really want to have trouble. Yeah, turning up the oxygen and food needs would be terrifying. Wish I could have that setting in IRL. I don't need to care about oxygen anymore. It'd be great. Just turn off oxygen needs, go take a walk underwater for a while. Okay. So ideally we want to make another one of these, but I'm going to need more bioplastics, which means I'm going to need more mushrooms. Which, mushroom! We might as well also eggplant. How's my inventory? My inventory is full. Okay, so what do I need? Sulfur, algae. So more than anything else, sulfur. Let's just go drop off the random job. Okay. So with a couple pieces of sulfur, let's just make some more fertilizer. Yeah, T2 fertilizer, we need methane cartridges, which we don't have access. We might have access to. And I'm going to need more mushrooms. I think I'm just going to put all this stuff away for now. Really sloppily, I think we go back to exploring. The problem is I'm going to need, like, infinitely more lockers than I have. Because we're looking for chips, is our issue. Okay. Let's grab a little bit more. Going the ocean floor vampire colonies. No. They went to Mars. Shell and I recently decided to watch Vampire Hunter D, both of the OVA movies, and the second one was like actually really good, but the entire plot was this vampire kidnapped a human woman because he was madly in love with her and she was madly in love with him, and they were going to take a ancient cathedral spaceship and go to either the moon or Mars, I forget what it was, to go live there in peace where they wouldn't have to worry about vampire hunters or anything. And it was extremely funny. The first movie was extremely funny. The second movie was extremely well animated. And not as funny. It seems like overkill. Maybe. But I mean, this is over-the-top anime apocalypse world. Okay, so what am I doing? Gas extractor. Oh, we should maybe figure out one of these. Automatically extracts gas from the ground. Also generates heat. Yeah, that's good. Problem is, I need more super alloy. Oh, I have 3. Perfect. But yeah, I might as well have one of these. I'll just park it over here. Because this is how we get the methane cartridges. There might be other ways to get it too, but still. Okay, we're in a good spot. Where am I going now? Well, you know what? We did see some locations. I've actually never been to the other side of this spaceship. To my knowledge, anyway. And I know there's some stuff to go looking for in and around. I also do not remember if I fully explored that spaceship, but I also don't care deeply. Because I know we need the better deconstruction chip. Whee! And until I can get the better deconstruction chip, I'm not as interested. Wow, that's a haul. I guess I should actually recycle this. I forget, is there a way to get up into the bridge of this thing? Yeah, looks like it. Huh. That might be something I have to come back for, though. Because I think there were things that I had to do inside the ship to be able to access stuff like the bridge. Like, possibly a better deconstruction module? I forget. Yeah, it could be the fusion reactor as well. Which I don't think we've unlocked yet. Okay. So we went to the underground shelter here. But I'm seeing some wreckage on the side that I have not investigated. Nerp. Okay. Whee! Watching this thing frolic is kind of great. Okay. I don't know if this is much of anything. It looks like something, but it could also just be set dressing. It looks extremely cool, whatever it is. Let me know if I'm barking up the wrong tree, that there's actually no way into whatever this wreckage is. Because I don't want to waste my time trying to find an entrance. Pebbles in front. Oh, these. Oh. Can be destroyed with explosives. I don't know if I can make explosives yet. Okay. Because I know I can make explosive powder, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a bomb. Oh, that's a cave. Ooh. Pulsar quartz cave. I was not expecting to find a bunch of these. I also have no idea what to use them on. Okay, actually there seems to be a multitude of possibly extremely good things in here. Let's go get the car. I should be able to drive it in here. Oh. But you know what I should do more than that is get some oxygen. Unfortunately, I think I used up my silicon. Okay, what do I need for a door? There's the silicon. And there's the titanium. Yeah, use it on the beacon. I kind of wish there was a way that I could pre-pack one of these, or like a tent. I just wish there was a tent I could put down that does the same thing as this. No, let's get just a little bit more. Okay, park that there. Keep those on me. Grab all the pulsar quartz we can get. I don't know what pulsar quartz is for, but it's going to make my life a billion times easier once we need it, if I have, like, all of it just in my box already. A single inventory item that stores resources for a box and a door setup. Yeah, because you can pick up the car, and the car will just go into your inventory. But I don't get oxygen off of the car. Which is... Well, I don't get oxygen off of the car yet. That's a chip or something that we have to find elsewhere. Magnetar quartz. Neat. Now, I might want to consider... I do remember where these are. I could put a beacon down to try and remind this, but yeah, you won't be using these things for a long time. I kind of figured, but I'm not going to be coming back here for a while, so I might as well have all of it.